Is Tarkov dying? I know you clicked on this video, maybe thinking that this video is going to be a rant or venting of why Tarkov is in the state that it is. But to answer that question shortly, no. It's not dying. To answer it in a more complicated way, it could be if things don't change. And those things are the things we're going to talk about in this video. There's 3 things that create the biggest problems in Tarkov and why so many people leave it. And starting with the biggest issue that is driving people away from Tarkov, it's cheating. It's a massive problem in the game. I'm sure before I even said anything, you guys automatically knew what I was gonna say, and it's something that ruins the experience for a lot of players. It's not just about hackers who are using aimbots or wall hack, but also people who are doing loot hack. These cheaters are bypassing the game's mechanic to get in-game currency or loot without actually working for it, and that's a major issue for the integrity of the game. But the problem doesn't stop there. There's a much deeper issue. Real-life trading. In Tarkov, there's a whole underground economy where cheaters can use hacks to accumulate loot, then sell the loot to other players in exchange for real-life money. This creates an even bigger incentive for cheaters to exploit the game because they can turn their in-game actions into actual profit. Players are spending hundreds or even thousands of dollars on accounts, loot, or even boosting services, making it a profitable business for cheaters. And one thing that this wipe did was remove the flea market, which even in that time where the flea market was locked and no one was able to use it, you could naturally feel and see that there was a lower amount of cheaters, not none, but definitely a lower amount of cheaters in your raid. One of the ways that Tarkov can fix this cheating problem is implementing a more invasive anti-cheat software. Now I know when I say invasive, some people are not on board with that, and that's okay. But from seeing how critical of an issue cheating is in Tarkov, something more robust and proactive that monitors not only game files but also system behavior might be useful. Games like Valorant have Vanguard, and Fortnite uses easy anti-cheat, systems that really get into the nitty-gritty of user behavior to catch cheaters. Tarkov could benefit from using something similar, which could make it harder for cheaters to exploit the game in the first place. On top of that, Tarkov should address real-life trading. The game could make it harder to do these kind of transactions by introducing a stronger monitoring of player trades and accounts to prevent loot from being traded for real world money, or even just getting rid of flea market in general. Some people are okay with not having flea market in the game. It makes the game more immersive and engaging. You actually have to use your hideout or find things that you actually need instead of just buying it. But I know some casuals love the flea market because it actually helps them catch up for people that play this game like it's their religion. The second issue that we need to talk about is audio. Tarkov has some of the most intense firefights. There's truly no other game out there that makes me feel the feelings that Tarkov gives me when I'm fighting another person. But the audio can sometimes be a major frustration. Footsteps, gunshots, and ambient sounds are supposed to be a key part of gameplay, but too often, audio bugs and glitches make it difficult to accurately pinpoint where enemies are coming from. There have been countless moments where players think they're safe, only to hear footsteps that seem to come from nowhere, or they can't hear someone sneaking up from behind them at all. Or a scav opens the door without making any noise, the door doesn't even make noise, and shoots you in the head. There's a lot of frustrations when it comes to audio. Some players have even complained about how the game's audio mix is unbalanced. Certain sounds like gunshots and explosions, especially when they're near you, can happen without you even hearing it. And then you have no way of being able to strategize and react in real time to be able to handle that fight correctly. All this leads to a frustrating gameplay experience. Now, I'm no audio expert, but one of the ways I feel like they can improve on the audio is to invest into an upgraded audio engine. One of the games I've played over time is Hunt Showdown. Uses a different audio engine that does wonders for directional sound. It's one of the best in the genre, and Tarkov could take a lot of inspiration from it. If Battlestate Games could integrate similar technology or fine-tune their current audio engine, it would make a huge difference in terms of clarity and immersion. Now, for the last but not least, biggest issue that Tarkov has. Escape from Tarkov is notorious for its desync and hit registration issues. You're in the middle of a firefight, your shots seem to not land, and your enemies seem to be shooting you even though you're behind a brick wall. That's because Tarkov has some real bad issues when it comes to their servers, their desync, and that whole ecosystem. This desync problem leads to the frustrating situation where you shoot at someone but your bullets don't register, or the person you're shooting at seems to be moving in a stuttering manner. To make matters worse, Tarkov doesn't have the best server infrastructure. Players across the globe often experience long queue times, lag spikes, and random disconnections, packet loss, all of which degrade the overall experience. One of the things that Tarkov could do is investing in a better server infrastructure. Adding more servers and optimizing them would help solve desync and hit registration. Even if it doesn't 100% clean it up and solve it, I'm sure it'll help with the issue. The game needs to run on stable servers, and those servers need to be spread across more regions. This would help reduce lag, improve hit registration, and prevent the game from feeling unresponsive. Additionally, implementing dynamic server load balancing could help. So, to sum up, the 3 biggest flaws in Escape from Tarkov are: 1. Cheating. It's not just a few bad apples, and it's ruining the entire experience for many players. 2. Audio issues. The audio system needs a serious overhaul to ensure players can properly hear and react to their environment. Now, I know they implemented a new audio engine, so I'm really hoping they hone in and really fine tune it. 3. Server problems. Desync, hit registration issues, and lag spikes are frequent problems that need to be addressed by better server infrastructure. While Battlestate Games has done a lot to improve the game, these are some key areas that still need attention. By addressing these issues with more effective anti-cheat software, a better audio engine, and investing in server improvements, Tarkov could retain its hardcore player base and continue growing as one of the top extraction shooters on the market. I will give PSG credit. This wipe, they removed the flea market, which helped us see just how well that did combat cheaters. And 2, they added a different audio engine into the game, and they removed the buggy binaural audio. So they are putting effort and progressing into making things better. Although my hope is that they would focus less on creating new content, or at least move some of their resources from that area of their team and move it into these specific issues and the teams that are specifically fixing these issues, so that we could expedite fixing the game and taking care of the game before adding more content to the game. Because at the end of the day, if your game is full of content but also full of problems, then you're making a game that no one would want to play. So with that said, if you want more information on what happened this wipe, check out this video that I did about this new wipe that just happened. And as always, thank you guys for watching. If you've gotten all the way to the end of the video, please leave a like, subscribe if you want more videos like this, and then also just leave a comment with what your thoughts are on the issues and problems that Tarkov has, and what things that BSG can incorporate or do to add solutions to minimize some of the issues that Tarkov is having. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.